Hey guys, Mike Pattern Traders. It is October 3rd, Sunday. I hope everyone had a splendid weekend with the fam and with their, I guess let's call them their kids if you have any. I'm going to go over a few questions that were asked via DMs about where I think BTC stands. It's not about being bullish or bearish, it's about previous patterns that might align together. So, are we technically in a bear market? No, I don't think so. If you're comparing this to this, or rather to this, I don't think it's the same. Now, in a typical bear market, guys, we don't really get above the quarterly VWAP. And if we do get above the quarterly VWAP, it's strictly for distribution just to go lower, okay? Like if this is going to be a deviation to go lower, then by all means. But the thing is that we've never, ever closed the weekly time frame above a quarterly VWAP when you're in a bear market. This is your deviation. It's the first order block that basically, the first weekly order block after the higher low was put in place that never got tapped, right? So when you have your top, you have your bottom, you create your order block off that bottom. Technically speaking, if you're bearish, you never get above this red block. So I was expecting this quarterly VWAP to never ever get breached, and it didn't. It never got breached. It never got breached. But this Q1 of 2020, it is Q1 2019, got breached to the top side, which started an uptrend. Then we started an uptrend, we got above, QV up again, rejection, died. Once you got above the VWAP, bull market. Then on the flip side, where we are right now, QVWAP rejection to the downside. So technically speaking, let's assume that this is this, and we're supposed to make a lower low, but we didn't make a lower low. So one could argue, are we bearish or are we bullish? I personally think that we will get a flush, we will get a dump, but it's only going to lead to another higher high. And the next dump that we get should be a grind up to all-time highs. And I'll explain to you my theory. Now, all this is completely invalidated if we cannot close above the quarterly VWAP. If you want to go on a lower time frame to just see what it looks like. Here, look. We topped out in May, got rejected, went above, chopped, deviation of the VWAP, came back and flipped it. So now technically speaking, hey Luca, is your invalidation the VWAP? Yeah, it is. Like I said before in the tweets, in the DMs, in Luca's corner, I don't see us breaking $45,000 if we are bullish. Now, if we're bearish, of course you're going to break that, right? Again, don't twist my words. If we're bullish, we have no business going under $45,000. Again, open the VWAP up quarterly. Take off the previous quarterly, if that confuses you. Right? So you have the current VWAP, the current quarterly VWAP at 45.7, right? So I really can't see us flipping that 45K with ease if we're bullish. Now, if we're bearish, we're going to fucking just nuke right through it and BART and do this and call it a day, right? That's going to be your line right there. And this is going to become the BART. It's going to be your short. And then you want to target these lows down here. You don't want to even think about this at that point. You want to target these lows down here. Okay? So, again, am I bullish? Absolutely. Can I be bearish? Sure. But I'm not. And the reason why I'm not is because I understand the probability game. I don't give a fuck about, hey, we're making lower lows, lower highs. That's fine. I'm with you. The structure doesn't look great. But, guys, we accumulated. Hold on a second. We distributed for 3 months. Accumulated again for 2 months. Let's make this green. Accumulated for 2 months. And then we broke above. Why are people telling me that we should be shorting? Why are people looking for shorts? Here, let's put it over here. Okay? Tell me, what does this look like to you? Unless you're scalp. This is strictly for swings, not for scalps. Scalps, you can do whatever you want. If this is your distribution, and this is your accumulation, and we basically broke above, and now we retested the bottom of the resistance, flip, break, resistance. I don't know what this is. Let's just call it a cluster. Break above, come back and retest it. Why are we shorting? Why are we bearish? Now, can we short this to target this? Absolutely. It's a beautiful short if you're scalping. I'm talking about strictly swing trading. So the game plan for me, if I'm correct, is that the low is in, macro low is in. We should never breach this down here, right? Never breach this down here. Oscillators on the daily sub all want us to hit $36,000. But the high time frame, 3-day plus, could potentially outrange that. Now, I don't have an answer to that, if that's going to happen or not. I just play probability games, you know, and it's been helping me and it's been working for me. So everyone has a different outlook and a different fucking strategy. So am I sitting here looking for shorts over here? Well, let me ask you this question, right? We have a bunch of sell signals that came in, a bunch of them, everywhere. Like 7 hour has a sell. Yeah, we have a sell on 7, probably 6, probably 5. Yeah, probably 4. Yeah, we have a bunch of sell signals. 10 hour probably has double death. 9 hour probably has one. Yeah, 12 hour definitely has one. 16 hour does not have one. 18 hour does not have one. 21 does not have one. Okay, so 21 is usually what the dagger is for me. And we don't have one in the daily. So does this mean that we can't dump? No, but it does mean that we need to be cautious because we're approaching a level that needs to get a retrace. So if it's going to be a quick BART, I prefer it because the quicker the flush, the faster the oscillators reset. If it's a fucking grind, it can take another 4 or 5 days. But that's for me. I'm doubtful for that. Anyway, so hear me out. We need to be cautious regardless, all right? I'm not telling you that we're bullish, but are you really bearish with this structure? Let me just show you this, guys. Just hold on a second. So if we're going to take this, we're going to go like this. Okay. Open up your VWAP. Previous weekly. Turn quarterly off, even though you know that we're above it. Let me see what the yearly is. Yeah, we're on the yearly. All right, good. Okay. So, as you guys all know, my target is $56,000. People ask me how I got it. Here we go. That's the answer. 56K. It's the view up right there. Has not been tapped. Truth be told, I want to see a deviation of this. What do I mean by deviation? I mean, I want to see something along the lines of down, up. No, I'm lying. I want to see down, up, down, poke up, deviate, and then come down. I want to see a deviation of the monthly VWAP. Because if you go up, just tap it, and then come down, it doesn't really justify or tell me much about the pattern. It's just going to tell me, okay, we took the algo tap of the monthly VWAP. Now let's see if we're going to make a higher low from this perspective. So then this becomes your range, right? Then this becomes your range right here, where you have the monthly VWAP, then you have this bottom piece over here. That becomes your new range now. So you go up, do what you got to do, you deviate, come down, and then you find support over here somewhere, which would be beautiful before another move to the top side. This is the ideal scenario for me. Beautiful scenario for me. Now, we do have a 50% dump brewing, unfortunately, which I'm hoping comes from somewhere up here. Because if it comes from here, at least we're going to end up stopping at that 35 type of 36K range or whatever the case is. I don't know where it's going to come from, but I really hope, I don't want the 50% dump to come from anywhere in the 50s. It's going to be pretty bad because we're going to end up going back down to the 20s. So I don't want to deal with that because it's going to prolong the whole run up. So if you want to play level to level for those who actually don't give a fuck about VWAPs and don't care about oscillators, it's a very simple game for me. I draw a line over here. I make a little bit of a bullish wedge, and this is a breakout to me. This is a fucking daily breakout. What happens on a daily breakout? You take your fucking fib levels, you go to the top, and then you tell yourself, okay, where is this thing? Where's the 1.7? Why don't I have the 1.7 here? 1.718. Okay. And then to the 1.5. Let's make this a different color because it's got to be a little bit of okay. That's it. That's my range right there. That's my level. When you break out of a wedge or a bull flag, you want to target the top of that, and that's going to be my target. Now, what happens if we do something along the lines of fake out? We're fucked. Then at that point, then you know for a damn fact we're going down to $34,000, guys. Very simple. There's no in between. There's no reason to even look at this a million times a day. You go in, if you're this is not for scalpers, it's strictly for swing traders and trend traders. You go in once a day at the daily close and you see where the price is. And then you could just neglect and ignore everything on the lower time frame because it doesn't really have anything other than that. It's black and white. There's no gray area. If we get under $44,000, which is also the QVWAP, which is also the fucking flip, which is also, look at this. This is a flip. Also the mitigation block. Anything under $44,000 opens exposure, taking out these lows at 38. At that point, you really think that this is gonna hold again? No, at that point, whatever move up we get is going to get shorted down, and we're targeting the monthly VWAP down here. 35, 34, $36,000 are on there. Even you could even go to 33,000 because if you go to the 3-day, what do we have here? The most important thing. What do we have here, guys? What do we have here? There you go. It's a 3-day mitigation block. You're not breaking this thing. I don't give a fuck what anyone tells me. You're not breaking this. You're not breaking this. Not after the first attempt. Not happening. There's enough demand here that you're not going to break this. So even if you die and you come down here, it's going to offer a bounce. I don't know how high, but I'm pretty sure you're going to get some kind of bounce before any continuation to the downside. So my invalidation to my idea of being bullish is $44,000. Once we break 44, I'm closing every single after that bounce. I'm closing every single position I have open that I opened up down here and that I opened up over here. I'm obviously keeping everything I opened up down here because I really do believe that $29,000 is the bottom of the cycle. I could be wrong. When I spoke to John about it, he said nothing is for sure, that you don't know what's pending. So maybe we could nuke all the way down to $25,000. I don't know. But I'm playing it as if we're not. So if you zoom out to 5-day, we got exactly the reaction I wanted off the 5-day block. Posted it all over DMs. I posted it all over Twitter. I posted it all over fucking over the corner, Lucas Corner. The only bad thing is you have this block on the top side, so you're stuck in between two ranges now. And there's more depth here than there is buyers here. This is stronger than this, unfortunately. So if we cannot get a move up quick enough, then we're probably going to end up ranging, going down, and more chop. All right? That's how I'm playing BTC on the higher time frame. I still think that we did a clean breakout on the daily time frame. And here. So the way I see it is, even you can do it this way, guys. Look. Right here, look. There you go. So the way I see it, we broke out, we're consolidating, we retested the bottom of the top of the breakout wedgie, and now the next thing is to go above here, right? I posted it. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I would hope that this does not happen, but until we could actually get to 56K for me to see how the oscillators look, I have to remain bullish. In regards to oscillators themselves, actually before I do that, I'm gonna go to the lower time frame so I can show you guys something for those who are playing the interest. Open up your previous daily VWAP. Let's go to like a 4-hour, because anything under the 4 hours is a little scary. Go to it looks like it's a little bit all over the place. Go to your TMA bands. Okay, so ideally, what you want to see right now in regards to pattern, you want to ride the 4-hour TMA. You do not want to break under the 4-hour TMA mid. No matter what happens, you want to just be doing this. This is what you want to be doing until you reach a point where you die. And then you come down and you retest the green, wherever the green's going to be at that point. Could be at 42, could be at 43. I don't know where it's going to be, but I'm just saying that's what you want to see if you're bullish. You want to continue. You want to continue riding the red portion and the green portion. I mean the mid portion of the TMA. So I cannot really tell you that we're going to break this off the first attempt. If we do, your target is going to be the flip. Right here. Like I said, it's like there's really no in between. It's black and white to me. There's really no gray areas. I don't even need to poke in every couple of hours. I log in once a day to the charts at nighttime when the daily happens, and I'm able to tell if we look good or if I should be worried. In regards to the oscillators themselves, they're getting a little bit overextended. They are a little bit on the red side. Actually, you know what I want to do? Because I did have a question via DMs, and this is very important. Very, 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 very important. Let me close everything off. What the fuck? Close TMA, close the VWAPs. Okay, I want to open up the QT And this is very important, guys, because it actually indicated bear market. So where are we right now? We basically are assuming that we're here. Everybody and their mother thinks we're entering a bear market for whatever reason. So QTVWAP, right? Rejection, 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 death. We don't really get above the QTVWAP if we're bullish or in a bull market. It usually just caps it because every single quarter Wall Street or hedge funds position themselves accordingly for the next couple of months. So ideally, if you think that we are in a bear market, you need to tell yourself that we need to get back under this quarterly view up ASAP for you to assume that we're going to get further continuation to the downside. At that point, am I targeting this? No, I hope not. But can it be an actual target? Sure. If you think that this is your bear market, then yes, you want to take your top and this is your lower high, and you want to take this fucking lock shit off, and you want to target your 1-to-1 extension. Your 1-to-1 extension is $16,000. If this is your high and this is your lower high, your 1-to-1 target is $16,000 fucking dollars. So you're probably gonna get a bounce somewhere at that 24K where we all discussed a few months back. There's definitely a monthly VWAP there. Remember, we discussed it, right? Yeah, the monthly VWAP at the 24K range, and then at that point, go back to the top side and create another range. But more often than not, if you are making the lower high on the higher time frame, your target is a 1-to-1 extension, which is $16,000. Okay, with the first big bounce being 24,000. But this scenario will make BTC range for another 8 months, where it's going to create a massive, enormous range, somewhere along the lines of here. Can you picture this? I can't picture it. I really cannot picture this. It doesn't make sense to me for them to give us the opportunity to do this, because all this is going to do is give more people the opportunity to actually accumulate. And please, for the love of God, stop thinking that people are as stupid as everybody thinks they are, that they're not going to buy BTC. I'm pretty sure the average trader right now is smarter than they were in 2017, 18, and 19. A lot of people are not afraid of the dips anymore. So I don't know if people that are following other people on Twitter are following new people, basically new traders, but majority of the people that I'm following, let's just call them non-influencers, just regular traders that are in the industry with us, are not afraid to buy the dip. So if by any means we get the opportunity to accumulate BTC with the whales down here, you don't ask questions, you buy. You fucking buy. And I'm telling you right now, the average person is a lot smarter than what they were back in the day. So if they want to give us the opportunity to fucking buy down here, by all means, give it to me. I'll fucking mortgage my condo again, and I'll buy down here even more. I'll buy like $400,000 or $500,000 of BTC down here. A lifetime opportunity, you probably make like, I don't know, $10-15 million at that point. So why would they give us that opportunity, right? Why would they give us that opportunity? Assuming that that it's too easy. Why would they give us that opportunity? That's the way I'm thinking right now. Or is this one big accumulation range right now, and we're going to have a breakout in Q4? This is a more likely scenario than this, personally speaking. The reason why I'm making this video, guys, isn't because I want to update BTC. It's because I got a lot of the same questions in the DMs, and I'd rather answer them on a video. So, to those who ask me the question, can BTC go down to the teens? It can do whatever it wants it to do, especially if fundamental news comes out about China or government banning it. So, fundamentally speaking, yes, there's a potential fucking swift nuke pending, which we hope can come from at least $70,000 up here. Because if it comes from here, yes, that's your target. Between $16,000 and $24,000 or $23,000. I don't know. When we get closer, we'll know. Do I think it's going to happen? Probability of that happening are very slim. So no, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm playing this as this is your bottom, macro, this is your higher low, and now you're going to the top side. If you break down and you go back down to the 34, 35, 36K range, it's just going to accumulate even more. And then hopefully that will be your poke to the top side, right? But again, think about it. Do you think they're going to give us the opportunity to buy down here? I don't. I think this is your range, and this is your chop until further top side. You want to give us this to buy their previous retest? Sure, do it. Give it to us. I'll buy as many BTCs as I possibly can. That means Ethereum's probably going to come down to fucking $900 then. At that point, let me see. Yeah, 900. Can you picture Ethereum with $900? Let me see right now. Where's the 1-to-1? 1200 and change. No, 1500 and oh, loggers. I was about to say what the fuck. It's too. There we go. 1300. Yeah, quarterly VWAP down here. That means that it's going to come down to $1,300 quarterly VWAP down here, which also has these wicks. Let me see. The previous all-time highs is $1,200. Okay, can you picture Ethereum coming right back down to 13, giving us the opportunity to buy Ethereum at $1,400 to $1,300, buying it down here and then riding it all the way back up to, everyone's assuming 10K, right? Riding it all the way back up to $10,000, whatever the hell that is, another 5x. I cannot picture that. No, I can't. I think, in other words, you snooze, you lose. And a lot of people fucking snooze because they're bearish. And at the end of the day, I just can't be bearish. I can't. Let's go into oscillators real quick. Okay. So yeah, see the 2 week. You know what? I'll make it better. I'll make it an easier visual for you guys. Give me the DMX. I'll show you guys on the DMX. What time is it? Fuck, it's 9:20. I got a dip. All right. So this is your DMX, okay? Higher time frames. Go to like a really high time frame so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is your DMX and this is your BTC from its infancy and its whole life and shit like that. It's too crazy over here. Give me the 90, make the 90 black. And then give me the 25, make the 25 black. Okay, so 25 is black, the 50 is orange, okay, and the 20 is, no, 25 and 90, okay, good. And then what about the 50? Okay, so now hear me out, guys, hear me out. We had a bottom in 2015, and then we started the uptrend. We had a bottom in 2018, right? You could tell that it's a bottom. Agua fired. Touch the bottom of the bands, came as low as we can. And what do we do over here right now? So when we came down, we had, just count with me, once you break above the green. We had a 1, I'm not going to count this as any because we didn't touch the green yet. 2, 3 bounces off the green, okay? 3, to conclude the full bull market. And then once we topped out, we basically hit top of the black line. Okay, so 1, 2. I'm not gonna really count this as the top. Let's just count it. 1, 2. Even if this could just be the top, the sole top by itself. Every single time we touched the top, we came back down. We bounced off the green, went back down. The minute you break under the green, you're officially in a bear market. Okay, officially in a bear market. Hold on. Break under the green, officially in a bear market. Break under the green, officially in a bear market. Break under the green, officially in a bear market, okay? Now, bottom out, went up, bounced off the green over here. COVID, top. We topped out. This is a real top. This is a real top. You can tell because we crossed above. Real top. These are real tops, guys. These are real tops. So now, what I'm trying to explain to you is, I honestly think that we're here. This was this. We came back down, bounced off the green, came back down, bounced off the green, and now we need to go up for a second fucking top. This is going to start a massive, massive bear market. Real bear market. Which is going to be roughly about, I don't know what the percentage of this is, but let's assume that it is That's too big. No, we're not. I don't know about no 2,000 fucking percent up. That's incredible. That's insane. No, but you know what I'm talking about. We're gonna have another impulse to the top side before we start a bear market. Unfortunately, for the bears. That's what I think. That's what I'm playing. That's how I'm envisioning it. I cannot personally see, right, us being. I'll show you. So if we broke down, say this is this, this is this. Now we're about to get topped right here. We're about to get topped right here. And then we start a fucking massive down nuke to the bottom. Massive down nuke all the way back to all-time highs, right? Let's just put this here. Okay? You know what? I'll make it red. It's an R block in it. Okay, so now what happens if this is the gameplay? Retest, die. Retest, die, and come all the way down here. And retest this down here between $18,000 and $16,000 or whatever, $20,000, right? Can this possibly happen? Sure. But look where we were here. We had already topped twice. Once, twice, and then we died. How many tops do we have here? Right? We had a real bull market. We kept hitting the algo. How many times did we top out here? One time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. In my invalidation, I already told you what it is. Get to 44,000 and the target is going to be mid to low 30s. Lose mid to low 30s and I'm just going to target straight up down to low 20s. I'm not playing in between moves. I don't care for them. Which means I'm going to probably disappear for like a month until we bottom out because it's going to take about a month to 3 months before we reaccumulate. And it goes back to time again, guys. Time, right? So how long did it take us? We bottomed out here. We topped out in about 70 days. We bottomed out here. No, actually, you know what? Let's do that. And we topped out about 100 something days after. But hold on, let me show you guys this. So if we dumped, there is no accumulation range. That's the problem that I'm having right now. Like, so if this is legit, and this is real, when did we accumulate? Right? When did we accumulate? We dumped down here, and we dumped from top to the bottom. We didn't even have enough time to accumulate. This is not accumulation to me. Go even lower time frame. Go to the four day. That's not accumulation. What is this? Does this look like accumulation to you? No. That's why we made a lower high and we died. But this looks like accumulation. This looks like accumulation. This does look like accumulation. This looks exactly like this, guys. This is how accumulation looks like. Right? It's accumulation, guys. Versus, the fuck is this? I don't even know what the hell this is. It's like a fucking shakeout. Again, this too. Look at this. Accumulation. Very evident. When you're in a specific range, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom for quite some time. Top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom for quite some time. Top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. 2 months. I think that we officially bottomed. I know I keep repeating myself, but bro, what the fuck? I really don't think that we're going any lower. Anyone waiting for it, I think it's gonna get just a... I don't know, man. I don't know. This looks too identical. Way too identical. I'm sorry that I keep repeating myself. But anyway, so the idea that I have right now is that this impulse right now that we're getting off the green should get rejected off the mid between $57,000 and $61,000. What I'm anticipating, give or take minus $1,000 or $2,000, right? So that's why I keep saying 56K. Come back down, retest, and then your main target is the red up here. $75,000 to $100,000. You're not going to know $300,000, guys. Off the first attempt, it's not going to happen. But that's what I'm anticipating. So if you think about it visually, so you guys can see it, something like this: boom, 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 and then that's when you get top bottom. Bear market starts, and then bear market starts. That's it. So this top will match this top the way this top match this top, and this is your big bull run, and this is gonna be your 1, 2, 3 top pattern. The way you had your 1, 2, 3 top pattern. That's the way I see it. So to answer anyone's question, I'm bullish for the time being. Also open up your EMAs, which I'm telling you, I repeated, I do not use EMAs to come up with my trading style. On my phone, I always trade with EMAs because I don't have all the, it's hard on my mobile, so I don't have all the visuals that I need. So on the phone, I have the EMAs open, but more often than not on the chart, no, I don't have them. They confuse the living shit out of me. So if you go to the weekly time frame for the EMAs, look how bullish they look. This is a beautiful spaced out structure. So I don't think that we die. I really don't. And even if you go to the 3-day, actually the 2-day had it, sorry, 2-day. Was it the 2-day? Or was it the 3-day? Hold on, I'll tell you right now. It was the, no, it was the 2-day, 2-day. There we go, look. You really think that we're gonna break this? Hell no. Even if we go down, it's gonna go boom, just like that. Hell no. We're not breaking that. No shot. Look at the 3-day. No taps on the 200. No taps on the 200. The blue is 200 EMA here. Let me show you what they are. The blue is 200 EMA. The red is 200 MA. Turn all that shit off. Look at the 200s. Okay? Okay, just so I can make it easier for you guys visually. Right there. So no, I don't think though. I think this is gonna be your floor. Right here, no matter what happens, your floor. No matter what happens, your floor. That's gonna lead to a pump up. I'm talking about if we're bearish now, right? Yeah, we die. Pump up. Lower high. Higher low. And to the top side. I can't see us dying. Okay, let's talk about price action real quick before I conclude this video about BTC. Before I drive you guys crazy about these BTCs. Weekly. Tapped like a motherfucker. Beautiful. Told you guys in the corner. We should not break the weekly mid TMA. We already broke it once down here, guys. Breaking it again is extremely bearish. Broke it once. Breaking it again is extremely bearish. Bear market. Broke it once. Breaking it again is extremely bearish. You do not break the TMA the mid second time if you're bullish. Okay, so now let's talk about price action. Daily. Strictly price action, guys. Okay. So now this is your flip zone. You know what? I'll do it the opposite way. Let's do I think it was a weekly that I was looking at. No. Daily? Or was it daily? Daily. Okay. There you go. So, assuming that's the deviation of the top side, which I don't think it is, but just assume that's what it is. Open up your VWAPs. What kind of confidence do you have? Your monthly is there, so I'm putting it right where the monthly is. Okay, and look at the bottom side. That's the range that you're playing with. Black line to black line. And under the black line, you have clean lows here. I need to get swept. And then clean lows here. They need to get swept. And on the top side, you have clean highs here that need to get swept. And then you have, personally speaking, the main thing up there that needs to get swept. So this is your range, guys. What gets swept first? What gets swept first? You really think that's going to happen? I don't know. I'm doubtful, guys. I'm very doubtful. If we get a massive flush to the downside and we lose $44,000, you should instantly target these two lows. They're going to get taken, guys. They're going to get taken. They will get taken. There was a trend line also that I was looking at. Hold on. There we go. There we go. So, what does this trend line bring you on the 2-day? If we dump right now, we're going to $36,000, $37,000. The longer it takes to dump, the higher this trend line gets. And again, I cannot see us breaking under this. I really can't. I can't. I should floor. So even if we do happen to go somewhere along the lines of, so go back up, I can't see us breaking under this. And if you really are bullish, again, you don't want to break under the cluster. This is your cluster that led to the higher high. This is the consolidation that led to the higher high. It led to this. You don't want to break under this or sweep these lows. You want this to be your higher low. You want to continue to the top side. Obviously, it's not going to happen because we have a fucking massive BART that took place. It's a massive BART. So more often than not, this doesn't get retraced at least half. But the way we dumped all this down, and then we kind of like pumped it all back up, it's the same concept. The way we dumped this big BART, and then we dumped this big BART, and we just BART it up. I'm telling you right now, if we are bullish this week, and we do not break under $44,000, and this is your floor, you're going to see such a massive short squeeze. And this is going to become filled, where we do something like this. Now we're going to target strictly this box right here, which should be your monthly VWAP. Yes, it is. So I'm going to keep it very simple. Before I conclude the video, put this here. I'm going to write PMV, close it, and I'm going to write, you know, I'm not even going to bother with that. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to put my wedgie wedge, however you want to draw it. Wait, is log back on again? So annoying, dude. Guys, I hate this fucking log shit. That's it. I'm targeting $56,000, sirs. Validation is very clear. That's my validation. Here you go. I'll put it like this. And the reason I made the video long is because a lot of DMs have the same questions. So I wanted everybody to see. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Especially because if we are about to break out, the ceiling is high, man. If we're about to get out of the bands, the ceiling is high. Let's see what happens. I don't like to assume things, but let's see what happens. 12-hour completely bottomed in my eyes. So once this thing comes down to give us a higher low, it's gonna be a beautiful top. And then 4 hours still has to give us one extra bounce. That'll be your main short, similar to this, right? Just picture this on this side. Where this goes to the top, this comes down, this goes up. That'll be your main short right here. The main short will be that right here. RSX is going down, price is staying flat. That's not a good sign. That's very bearish. 2-day cross to the top side. We have a 2-day pivot, but yet we're bearish. 2-day pivot, 2-day pivot, 2-day pivot. So ideally you want to see this go to the top side and get rejected and come back down. Guys, trade safe. Pretty much all I could say. If you lose this specific on the macro, if you lose this block over here, then you want to target low 30s. The 3-day, which is probably going to be somewhere down here. Yeah. Just target the 3-day at that point. If you lose green, target red. That's it. And the flip side, you know my target to the top side. Monthly VWAP. Target. Green. Target. I don't want to make an alt video. I don't even want to talk about alts because alts are very simple. If BTC bottoms, you buy alts. If BTC is not bottom, I don't buy alts. I'm not scalping, I'm swinging. So to me, it's a little bit of a different strategy. For example, why did I buy a bunch of alts when BTC was still consolidating? Because I think that if BTC, down here, I think that if BTC goes for another leg to the top side, regardless of anything, these altcoins are going to explode. That's all. That's the only reason why I bought them. I don't think we've bottomed. I mean, I don't think we've topped. I do not think we've topped. And I think that people that are assuming we topped are just hoping that they could accumulate more BTC emotionally. That's why they're hoping that we fucking topped to go lower. I personally think that we have yet to start. We have really yet to start. And you can tell by the higher time frame. I think that we have yet to start. You know? It's basically one of those scenarios where if I'm wrong, I'm going to be so wrong that we're going to start a really depressing bear market. But if I'm right, everybody's going to make a lot of money. And we should all be blessed and send our prayers, because opportunities like this do not come often, guys. Alright? Hope everybody's safe. Has a beautiful upcoming week. Any DMs? I'm sorry that I didn't get back to a lot of people, man. I got bombarded over the weekend with DMs, and mentally I couldn't answer everybody. It was too much. I'm still dealing with the project that I'm dealing with. My partners and I bought some property land that unfortunately had environmental issues with the soil, so we were not aware of that. Unfortunately, we cannot start any build out permits. We keep applying for them. We keep getting denied. So it's been a mess. I haven't been 100% in charts, but that's why I'm sticking to the swings in the high time frame, only because I cannot see the chart every fucking 3-4 hours the way I was. I'm usually out in the field, so my internet is limited, and hopefully this is all behind me in the next couple of weeks. Other than that, guys, I think that we are blessed to be here, and we have a massive, big opportunity up and coming. And I would advise, without giving financial advice, if I were to park my money, I will personally park my money in altcoins, and I don't give a fuck what people are telling me that if BTC goes up, alts are going to get crushed. Even though it did happen, I think it happened in, it happened over here when BTC was pumping, alts were like fucking dying. I think it was. I don't know where it happened, but it happened last year. I remember, because my portfolio was just like fucking not moving. But no, I'm not for it. I think altcoins still have another massive leg to the top side. And I'm gonna judge it based on Litecoin as always. I think Litecoin is getting accumulated. Like, look at this. This isn't bearish to me, by the way, guys. This is not a bearish ticker to me. This is accumulation to me. And when it actually explodes, it's going to explode. You see how the histogram on the PTT for Litecoin on the higher time frame is getting smaller and smaller and smaller? Somebody is accumulating Litecoin, man. Like, hard. Don't know why. Personally speaking, I don't care why. But this histogram is very bullish. Very bullish. When the breakout happens, it's going to be a fucking massive breakout similar to this. Right? That's it. Once I see Litecoin top out, I'm going to probably exit all the markets. Completely. All in all. I'm going to leave you with this beauty over here. Because everybody thinks that Litecoin is a shitcoin. Me included. I do think it's a shitcoin. But this shitcoin is going to buy me another fucking property. Guys, trade safe. Enjoy your day. Cheers.